I never thought my research on same-sex marriage would lead me to love. Here I was, Dr. Sidney Lewis, respected scientist at 42, preparing interview questions in my dimly lit office. The autumn rain tapped against my window, creating a soothing rhythm. These questions seem too clinical, I muttered, running fingers through my brunette hair. My green eyes scanned the document for the 100th time. The University Grant Committee wanted comprehensive research, but something felt missing. That evening, I attended my usual writing class. Teaching was my escape from research pressure. The classroom smelled of coffee and creative energy. Then she walked in. Holly Richardson. Blonde hair catching the fluorescent lights, blue eyes sparkling with intelligence. She was younger, maybe mid-30s, carrying a leather notebook and a determined expression. "I am looking to improve my thesis writing," she said, her voice soft yet confident. Something in her demeanor caught my attention. "Professor mentioned your class helps with academic writing." I nodded, trying to maintain professional composure. "Welcome. We are reviewing manuscripts today." The class began sharing their work. Holly's piece about scientific research caught my attention. Her writing style was precise, yet passionate. During critique, our eyes met across the room. She held my gaze longer than necessary. "Your perspective on research methodology is interesting," I commented. My heart skipped when she smiled. "Thank you. I am actually working as a research assistant," Holly replied. "Currently studying social dynamics." After class, she approached my desk. "Dr. Lewis, I noticed your name on a same-sex marriage research proposal." My pulse quickened. "Yes, I am conducting interviews for that project." "I would love to contribute," she said, both as an interviewer and participant. The rain had stopped outside. Streetlights cast a gentle glow through the windows. Her presence felt magnetic. "That would be valuable input," I managed. "Professional boundaries," I reminded myself. Holly leaned closer, pointing at my research outline. Her perfume was subtle, intoxicating. "These questions could use a personal touch. Perhaps we could discuss over coffee?" The words left my mouth before I could stop them. "I would like that," she smiled. "Professional consultation, of course." "Of course," I echoed, knowing deep down it was more than that. As she left, her notebook slipped from her grasp. I caught it, our fingers brushing. That brief contact sent warmth through my entire body. "Thank you," she whispered, cheeks flushing slightly. Walking home that night, I realized my research had taken an unexpected turn. The scientific part of my brain warned about complications, but my heart, dormant for so long, had other ideas. I spent hours reviewing my interview questions, adding depth based on Holly's suggestions. Her perspective would change my research. I just did not know how much she would change my life. The next writing class was 2 days away. I found myself counting the hours, telling myself it was purely professional interest, but deep down, I knew. Something had shifted in my carefully ordered world. My phone buzzed with a message from Holly. "Looking forward to our coffee discussion." I smiled at the screen, both thrilled and terrified by the possibilities ahead. Science had always been my safe haven. Now it had led me to uncharted territory, where data and emotions collided. Our coffee meeting turned into a 3-hour discussion. Holly's insights into relationship dynamics were fascinating, but her presence was more distracting than any research topic. "These interviews need emotional context," Holly said, pointing at my notes. Her fingers brushed mine accidentally. Warmth spread through my hand. "How would you approach it?" I asked, struggling to maintain professional distance. "Let me show you." She pulled out her notebook. "I have been working on some sample questions." Her dedication impressed me. Soon, Holly became my primary research assistant. We spent evenings in my office analyzing data. Professional boundaries started blurring. "Sydney," she said one night, first time using my first name. "Your work could change perspectives." I looked up from my computer. Moonlight filtered through the window, illuminating her blonde hair. My heart raced. "Your input has been invaluable," I managed. "Keep it professional," I reminded myself. Days turned into weeks. Holly's presence became constant. She brought coffee every morning, remembered how I liked it. Simple gestures that meant everything. "These responses are remarkable," Holly said, reviewing interview transcripts. Her excitement was contagious. Your interview technique brings out authentic stories, I replied. Our eyes met. She held my gaze. Late nights became our norm. Sometimes we barely discussed research. Holly shared her writing. I shared my fears about the project. The grant committee might not understand, I confessed one evening. Then make them understand, Holly said firmly. Her confidence strengthened mine. But rumors started circulating in the department, whispers about how much time we spent together, professional concerns mixed with personal anxiety. Perhaps we should maintain more distance, I suggested half-heartedly. Is that what you want? Holly asked softly. Her blue eyes searched mine. No, it was not what I wanted. But my career, my research, everything was at stake. We need to focus on the project, I said, unconvincingly. Holly nodded, but her disappointment was visible. She gathered her things quietly that evening. The next day she was professional, distant. It hurt more than I expected. Research felt empty without our usual connection. These interviews lack emotional depth now, Holly noted, her voice neutral. She was right. Everything felt clinical again, like before she arrived. Days passed. We worked efficiently but coldly. Other faculty members noticed the change. Your research is back on traditional track, my department head commented approvingly. But it felt wrong. The data was incomplete without personal understanding. One evening, Holly stayed late again. I interviewed another couple today, she said. How did it go? I asked, missing our deeper discussions. They talked about choosing love over fear. Her words hung in the air. The office felt too small suddenly, too intimate, too dangerous. Holly, I started, not knowing how to continue. I understand professional boundaries, she said. But some things matter more. She left her notebook on my desk. Inside, her personal story about unexpectedly finding love. That night, I barely slept, reading her words over and over, seeing our story in her prose. Morning came. Holly arrived with coffee, same as always, but something had changed. We need to talk, I said finally. Not about research. Her smile was worth every risk. I have been waiting to hear that. Professional boundaries existed for a reason, but sometimes science itself proves rules need revising. The grant proposal sat forgotten on my desk. Some experiments yield unexpected results. The best ones change everything. That conversation changed everything. Holly and I started spending more time together outside the office. Professional pretenses gradually faded. Read this part, Holly said one evening in my apartment. She sat close, sharing her latest writing. Our hands touched as she passed her notebook. The contact lingered longer than necessary. My skin tingled where her fingers had been. Your writing has evolved, I said, voice slightly unsteady. The piece was about hidden feelings. I found new inspiration, she replied. Her blue eyes met mine meaningfully. We started meeting at cafes instead of my office, discussing life beyond research, learning each other's stories. Why science? Holly asked over cappuccino. You write beautifully too. Science feels safer, I admitted, more controlled. She smiled knowingly. Until it is not. During writing class, we sat closer together. Our critiques became personal conversations disguised as academic discussion. Your protagonist fears vulnerability, I commented on her latest story. Sometimes art imitates life, Holly responded softly. One rainy evening, we shared an umbrella walking home. Her shoulder brushed mine with each step. Your place is closer, Holly said. Mind if I wait out the storm? My apartment felt different with her in it. Smaller, more intimate. Tea? I offered, trying to maintain normalcy. Sydney, she said my name like a caress. We both know this is more than research. My hands trembled slightly preparing tea. Steam rose between us like unspoken words. The university has strict policies, I reminded her, reminded myself. Policies do not control hearts, Holly replied. Her honesty disarmed me. We sat on my couch, research forgotten. Rain tapped against windows, creating our private world. Your latest interviews, I started professionally. About recognizing love. Ask me, Holly interrupted gently. Not as a researcher. My carefully constructed walls began crumbling. Years of professional distance dissolving. How did you know? I whispered. When feelings changed? The moment you first critiqued my writing, she smiled. You saw me. Lightning flashed outside. Thunder rolled. Nature's dramatic backdrop to our moment. These feelings complicate everything, I said, but moved closer. The best research challenges assumptions, Holly replied. Her hand found mine. Time seemed suspended. Rain fell harder, the space between us charged with possibility. Your research is about love, Holly continued, but you avoid experiencing it. Her words hit truth. I had hidden behind academics, avoiding emotional risk. Writing class was my escape, I admitted. Until you arrived. Holly's free hand touched my cheek. Gentle, questioning. Some hypotheses need testing, she whispered. My scientific mind recorded details, her soft breath, racing pulse, dilated pupils. This changes everything, I managed to say. Everything already changed, Holly replied. We just noticed. Thunder crashed again. Neither of us moved. Anticipation built like static charge. The department, I started weakly. Can wait, Holly finished. Her thumb traced my jawline. Professional boundaries dissolved completely. Years of careful control unraveled. Your research needs personal insight, Holly murmured, our faces inches apart. Rain drummed harder, masking my pounding heart. Science had never prepared me for this. Holly, I breathed her name. Question and answer combined. The storm raged outside. Inside, different forces pulled us closer. Some experiments, Holly whispered, require courage. Lightning illuminated her face, beautiful, terrifying. Everything I had not known I wanted. My carefully ordered world tilted on its axis. Data and emotion collided spectacularly. The next morning's sun found research papers scattered across my floor, evidence of how quickly professional distance could vanish. Holly's notebook lay open, new words filling pages, our story taking shape in her prose. Science demanded objective distance, but some forces defied clinical observation. The hypothesis was clear, the experiment begun, results pending. Everything changed after that stormy night. Holly and I tried maintaining professional distance at work, but stolen glances betrayed us. Your latest manuscript, I said during writing class. My voice trembled slightly. Holly handed me her notebook. Inside, a story about forbidden love in academia. It needed a personal touch, she whispered. Other students continued their discussions. Reading her words, my chest tightened. She had captured our situation perfectly. The emotional depth is remarkable, I managed professionally. Our fingers brushed during notebook exchange. After class, Holly lingered. Rain fell again, softer than that significant night. The research interviews, she began. They all speak about moments of decision. I understood her meaning. We stood at our own crossroads. Scientific objectivity requires distance, I said weakly. Old habits died hard. Then explain these results. Holly stepped closer. Her perfume clouded my judgment. The classroom felt charged with unspoken words, empty except for us. Your story protagonist, I changed subjects. She takes a risk. Art imitates life, Holly smiled. Sometimes life should imitate art. My office beckoned, safe with its data and charts. Holly's presence promised something scarier. We should review the latest interviews, I suggested. Professional ground felt safer. Sydney, Holly said softly, stop hiding behind research. Her words stripped away my defenses, years of careful control crumbling. My career, I started. The department will survive, Holly finished. But will we? Rain drummed harder outside. Nature's percussion to our private drama. Your writing speaks truth, I admitted. About fear holding us back. Holly moved closer. Then let's change the narrative. My breath caught. Professional boundaries dissolving like sugar in rain. The grant committee meets next week, I whispered. Last resistance failing. They review research, Holly said. Not hearts. Lightning flashed outside. Thunder punctuated her words. Your story ending, I managed. The characters? Choose love, Holly completed. Her hand found mine. The classroom clock ticked loudly, counting moments until decision. Sometimes, Holly continued, research requires personal investment. My scientific mind recorded details, racing pulse, shallow breathing, dilated pupils. Holly, I breathed her name. Question and answer combined. She stepped closer. Professional distance vanished completely. Some hypotheses, she whispered, need testing. The storm outside matched my internal turbulence. Change approached like lightning. Your manuscript conclusion, I said softly. About brave choices. Holly's eyes met mine, blue depths holding answers to unasked questions. Science demands proof, she smiled. Her hand touched my cheek. Years of careful control shattered. Data and emotion collided spectacularly. The department talks. I managed one last practical concern. Let them collect data, Holly replied. Then she kissed me. Time stopped. The storm faded. Everything narrowed to this moment. When we parted, the world had shifted. Hypothesis confirmed. Results clear. Well, Dr. Lewis, Holly smiled. Shall we document our findings? I laughed softly. Science transformed into poetry in her presence. Research ongoing, I replied, pulling her close again. Further study required. The rain continued outside. Inside, a new story began. My carefully ordered world had changed completely. But some chaos brought perfect clarity. Later, reading Holly's manuscript again, I found our story in her words. Sometimes the most important discoveries happen when science meets heart. The grant committee would review cold data, but the real research lay in warm touches. Professional boundaries existed for reasons, but some reasons mattered less than love. Word spread through the department like wildfire. Whispers followed us down hallways. Dr. Lewis, my department head called me in. Concerns about your research objectivity. I sat straight in his office, maintaining composure. The data remains uncompromised. Your relationship with your assistant raises questions, he continued carefully. News traveled fast in academic circles. Holly and I had been discreet. The grant committee reviews next week, he reminded me. Consider appearances. Outside his office, Holly waited. Her concerned expression said everything. They question the research validity, I told her quietly. Because of us? Her blue eyes clouded with worry. We walked to my office, maintaining professional distance. Inside, masks fell. My family called, Holly said softly. Someone told them. Conservative parents, traditional values. I knew their opinions mattered. They want me home this weekend, she continued, to discuss life choices. My heart ached. Professional complications now touched personal lives. We could be more discreet, I suggested half-heartedly. Hide? Holly shook her head. That validates their prejudice. Rain started outside. Our weather seemed eternally dramatic. The grant committee, I began. Holly touched my hand. Some things matter more than funding, she said firmly. My research, her family, external pressures mounting like storm clouds. Your parents might understand, I offered weakly. They think science corrupted me. Holly laughed bitterly. More whispers reached us. Department gossip growing bolder. Professor Thompson suggests separate research teams, my assistant mentioned. Dividing us would compromise the study, I replied automatically. Is that your only concern? Holly asked quietly. Truth hung between us, professional excuses wearing thin. You should go home, I said. Talk to your family. Come with me, Holly surprised me. Show them reality. Fear gripped me. Professional criticism was one thing, personal judgment another. The department needs space, I stalled. Distance might help. Distance changes nothing. Holly stepped closer. Except us. She was right. Hiding solved nothing, changed nothing. The grant, I started again. Old fears surfacing. We'll succeed or fail on merit, Holly finished. Not relationship status. Rain fell harder, nature emphasizing our moment of choice. Your family might reject you, I worried aloud. They might, Holly agreed, but I reject hiding. Her courage shamed my hesitation. Science demanded truth. The department talks anyway, I realized. Hiding changes nothing. Exactly, Holly smiled. So why sacrifice happiness for appearances? My office felt smaller, decisions looming like storm clouds. When do we leave? I asked finally. Holly's smile brightened the room. Tomorrow morning. The grant committee, I started one last time. We'll see dedicated researchers, Holly finished. Nothing more matters. She was right. Science sought truth. Personal truth included. Pack warm clothes, Holly advised. Nebraska gets cold. Reality hit. Meeting conservative parents. Facing judgment. Your mother might hate me, I worried. She might, Holly agreed. But I do not. Simple words, complex meanings, everything that mattered. This changes everything professionally, I reminded her. Some changes improve results, Holly replied. Scientific metaphors soothed me. Rain continued outside. Tomorrow would bring challenges. Ready to collect more data? Holly teased gently. Qualitative research, I smiled. Family dynamic study. Her laugh eased my fears. Some experiments required courage. They might surprise us, Holly suggested hopefully. Hypothesis needs testing, I replied. Science gave me strength. Tomorrow would change everything. But change brought growth. The department would talk, the committee would judge. But some data measured life quality. Love counted more than grants. Rain blessed our decision. Nature's approval of brave choices. Professional complications meant nothing compared to personal truth. Nebraska greeted us with cold winds and colder stares. Holly's family home loomed like a judgment. Ready? Holly squeezed my hand before releasing it. Her parents waited inside. Dr. Lewis, her mother's greeting could have frozen water. Welcome. Dinner proceeded with painful politeness, questions hidden behind courteous masks. Your research, her father began. Quite controversial. Truth often is, I replied carefully. Holly touched my knee under the table. The evening stretched endlessly. Every word measured, every gesture watched. Then came the phone call. My department secretary, voice urgent. Dr. Thompson requests immediate meeting, she said. About your grant. Holly watched my face as I listened. Her expression showed understanding. He threatens to withdraw support, I told her later. Claims ethical concerns. About the research? Holly asked. Or us? We both knew the answer. Professional revenge masked as academic integrity. He always opposed this study, I said. Now he has ammunition. Holly paced our guest room. He cannot prove bias. He does not need to, I replied. Suggestions alone damage credibility. Her parents knocked then, carefully timed interruption. Holly, her mother started, we need to discuss choices. I moved to leave. Holly caught my hand. Stay. This research, her father spoke. It has influenced you. Love influenced me, Holly replied firmly. Research followed truth. Thunder rolled outside. Nebraska storms rivaled Chesapeake ones. Dr. Lewis, her mother turned to me. Your position enables this. My position reveals truth, I corrected gently. Holly reveals love. Lightning flashed, nature punctuating decisive moments again. The university disapproves, her father stated. Thompson called us. So that explained the timing. Professional threats reaching personal ground. The university reviews research, I said. Not hearts. Holly moved closer to me. United front against all opposition. Your career, her mother tried. Both your careers. Some things matter more. Holly echoed our earlier conviction. Rain started. Familiar soundtrack to our important moments. Thompson threatens my recommendations, I admitted. Future positions. He threatens everything, Holly realized, professional and personal. Her parents exchanged glances, perhaps seeing real concern, real commitment. You would risk your career? Her father asked me. For truth, I replied. For love. Something shifted in their expressions, understanding dawning slowly. Thompson has always opposed progressive research, I explained. And progressive relationships, Holly added pointedly. Her mother sat heavily. We worry about your future. Then support us fighting for it, Holly responded. Lightning illuminated the room. Thunder emphasized her words. Thompson called others, her father revealed, making accusations. Professional threats expanding, personal attacks growing. Then we face them together, I declared. Truth demands courage. Holly's smile warmed the room. Her parents noticed our connection. Perhaps, her mother said slowly, Thompson needs reviewing himself. Hope flickered. Acceptance might follow understanding. Your research matters, her father admitted. Despite personal choices. Because of personal choices, Holly corrected. Truth includes everything. Rain blessed another turning point. Nature approved brave stands. Thompson does not speak for the university, I realized aloud. Or for family, her mother added quietly. First sign of support. Holly hugged them both. I watched love overcome prejudice. Your research continues, her father decided. We support truth. Professional threats meant nothing against personal victory. Outside, rain softened. Storms always passed eventually. Truth remained. Love endured. Science supported both. Thompson's threats would come, but we faced them stronger now. Family acceptance changed everything. Professional challenges seemed smaller. Some experiments yielded unexpected results. The best ones changed hearts. The return to campus brought new challenges. Thompson had been busy. Stanford called, my department head announced. They want you. A prestigious offer, full professorship. Across the country from Holly. Their research aligns perfectly, he continued. Fresh start opportunity. Fresh start. Code for running away from controversy. When do they need an answer? I asked, buying time. End of week, he replied. Thompson recommended you strongly. Of course he did. Dividing us would destroy the research. Holly found me in my office later. Stanford called you? News travels fast, I smiled weakly. Thompson's solution. Separate us professionally, Holly understood. And personal complications. Rain started outside. Our weather remained dramatically appropriate. Full professorship, I said quietly. Career-defining opportunity. Holly nodded slowly. You have earned it. They want an immediate transfer, I continued. Mid-semester. What about the research? Holly asked. What about us? Thunder rolled distant. Storm approaching like decisions. Holly, I started. She shook her head. Listen first, she said. I received an offer too. My heart stopped. Where? Seattle Research Institute, she replied. Opposite direction. Thompson's influence reached far, separating us completely. Both prestigious offers, I noted. Career advancement wrapped in separation. Both arriving simultaneously, Holly added, rather convenient. Lightning flashed outside. Decisions loomed like storm clouds. Stanford would secure your future, Holly said softly. Seattle would advance yours, I replied. Independent research position. Rain fell harder, nature matching our emotional turbulence. Thompson wins either way, Holly realized. Research team divides. Professional advancement, I quoted bitterly. Personal cost? Thunder crashed closer. Storm intensifying like our situation. We could try distance, Holly suggested without conviction. Cross-country relationship, I considered. While building separate careers. Many couples manage, she said. Neither of us believed it. Lightning illuminated my office. Shadows danced like doubts. The research needs both perspectives, I said. Our unique combination. Thompson claims that combination compromises objectivity, Holly reminded me. Rain drummed against windows, nature demanding attention. Stanford offers everything I worked for, I admitted. Seattle promises independence, Holly added. Professional recognition. Thunder punctuated our words, storm matching our conflict. Except, I started. Holly finished. Except everything that matters most, she said. Lightning flashed again. Clarity struck with natural timing. Thompson arranged both offers, I realized. Controlling outcomes. Dividing to conquer, Holly agreed. Very scientific approach. Rain fell steadily now. Background music to important moments. Stanford would advance the research, I said thoughtfully. Seattle would expand its scope, Holly added. Separately. Thunder rolled again, nature commenting on our choices. Or, I began. Holly smiled. Or we stay, she finished. Fight together. Lightning illuminated possibilities. Sometimes advancement meant standing still. Thompson expects us to run, I realized. Separate directions. Holly nodded. Problem solved. Rain blessed another decision point. Our weather remained faithful. The research matters, I said firmly. Our approach works. Together, Holly emphasized. Personal and professional alignment. Thunder approved. Storm supporting brave choices. Stanford will understand, I decided. Career advancement includes happiness. Seattle can wait, Holly agreed. Some opportunities cost too much. Lightning flashed one final time. Nature confirming choices. Thompson underestimated us. I smiled. Again. Science requires persistence, Holly quoted me. Personal or professional? Rain softened outside. Storm passing like threats. Sometimes career advancement meant standing ground. Some experiments required defending. Results justified methods. Thompson's plan failed. Distance strengthened connection. Professional growth included personal integrity. Science supported truth. Love proved hypothesis. Turning down Stanford rattled the department. Whispers turned to open discussions. Time to stop hiding, I told Holly one morning. Let them see truth. She squeezed my hand. You sure? Your career is stronger with honesty, I finished. Science demands transparency. The department meeting loomed. Regular research updates became defining moments. Dr. Lewis, Thompson smiled coldly. Your progress report? I stood confidently. Holly sat nearby, offering silent support. Our research reveals interesting patterns, I began professionally. Our? Thompson interrupted. Rather informal terminology. Yes, our, I emphasized. Holly and I collaborate fully. Murmurs rippled through assembled faculty. Thompson's smile faded. Professional boundaries seem unclear, he suggested carefully. Crystal clear, I corrected. Personal life enhances professional insight. Holly watched proudly. Months of hiding ending in brave moments. The grant committee, Thompson started. I interrupted. Receives accurate data, I stated. Personal context included. Rain started outside, nature providing familiar soundtrack. Your relationship compromises objectivity, Thompson declared. Our relationship enhances understanding, Holly spoke up. Truth requires perspective. Lightning flashed. Thunder punctuated her words perfectly. The university has standards, Thompson tried again. For research quality, I agreed, which we exceed. Colleagues watched silently, academic drama unfolding live. Stanford offered opportunity, Thompson reminded everyone. Some opportunities cost too much, I replied. Truth matters more. Holly moved closer. United front against academic prejudice. We choose to stay, she announced, together professionally and personally. Thunder rolled approval, storm supporting brave declarations. The committee reviews next week, Thompson warned. Perfect timing, I smiled. Complete data requires complete honesty. Rain fell harder, nature emphasizing important moments. Moving in together? Holly asked later. Big step. Logical progression, I replied. Research supports cohabitation benefits. She laughed. Always the scientist. With updated methodology, I added, pulling her close. Lightning illuminated my office, our private celebration space. Thompson looked shocked. Holly grinned. Complete speechless moment. Science occasionally surprises, I quoted. Personal or professional? Thunder approved. Storm celebrating with us. Your apartment or mine? Holly asked practically. Mine's closer to campus, I replied. Better research efficiency. She smiled at my scientific approach. Always analyzing. Data supports logical choices, I defended playfully. Rain blessed another decision. Nature remained our faithful witness. The department will adjust, Holly assured. Truth prevails. Like scientific fact, I agreed. Tested and proven. Lightning flashed agreement, storm supporting truth. No more hiding, Holly whispered. Professional or personal? Complete transparency, I nodded. Research demands honesty. Thunder emphasized our words, nature participating fully. Thompson will retaliate, she warned. I shrugged. Truth withstands scrutiny, I replied. Love proves stronger. Rain continued steady. Background music to brave choices. Ready to pack? Holly asked. Big experiment ahead. Hypothesis already confirmed, I smiled. Results exceed expectations. Lightning flashed once more. Nature's final approval. Moving in together meant more than sharing space. It declared our truth publicly, personal and professional alignment. Thompson's influence diminished against honest conviction. Science supported love. Research confirmed connection. Some experiments changed everything. Best results came from courage. Rain blessed new beginnings. Storms passed, but truth remained. Professional boundaries expanded to include personal truth. Research continued, stronger with authentic perspective. Love proved strongest hypothesis. Science confirmed heart's wisdom. Living together transformed our research. Personal experience deepened professional insight. We should document this, Holly suggested one morning. Write our story. I looked up from research notes. Personal narrative, affecting professional perspective? Exactly, she smiled. Complete picture requires complete truth. The book idea grew naturally. Research data supporting personal journey. Your friends are visiting today, Holly reminded me. First time meeting us. My longtime colleagues. People who knew pre-Holly Sydney. They will love you, I assured. Sarah especially understands. Thunder rumbled outside, weather maintaining its dramatic timing. Nervous? Holly asked, straightening pillows. About their reaction? They have supported my research, I replied. This just adds depth. Rain started softly, nature providing familiar comfort. Sarah arrived first, her smile genuine seeing us together. Finally, she hugged us both. Happiness looks good on you. Mark and Janet followed, bringing wine and warm acceptance. The book idea is brilliant, Sarah declared later. Personal meeting professional. Thompson will hate it, Mark grinned. Perfect reason to proceed. Lightning flashed agreement. Storm participating in conversation. Your research gains new dimension, Janet noted. Authentic perspective. Holly shared our story. How interviews led to unexpected connection. Science works mysteriously, Sarah laughed. Creating perfect pairs. Thunder punctuated her words. Nature remaining our faithful ally. The writing connects everything, Holly explained. Research supporting love. Love supporting research, I corrected. Perfect scientific symmetry. Rain fell steadily outside. Background music to friendship's warmth. Thompson never understood, Mark said. Personal insight strengthens study. He fears honest perspective, Sarah added. Challenges his narrow views. Lightning illuminated our gathering. Friends supporting truth. The book will help others, Holly said softly. Show possibility. Research reaching beyond academia. Janet nodded. Important impact. Thunder rolled approval. Storm blessing our plans. Your story matters, Sarah emphasized. Professional and personal. Complete truth, I agreed. No more separation. Rain increased intensity. Nature underlining important moments. Remember early writing classes? Holly asked. Where we met? Critiquing manuscripts, I smiled. Finding unexpected connection. Lightning flashed memory. Storm highlighting significant moments. Now we write together, Holly continued. Personal and professional merge. Perfect collaboration, Sarah approved. Science meets heart. Thunder emphasized agreement. Nature participating fully. The book needs both voices, Janet suggested. Dual perspective. Research and romance, Mark added. Unique combination. Rain blessed our discussion. Weather remaining significant. Your mother called yesterday, I told Holly. Supporting our project. Family accepting truth, she smiled. Another research victory. Lightning illuminated possibility. Storm celebrating progress. Thompson will read it, Mark warned. React strongly. Truth withstands criticism, I replied. Research proves that. Thunder approved my words. Nature remaining supportive. Write your truth, Sarah encouraged. Others will understand. Science supports love, Holly quoted me. Perfect hypothesis. Rain continued steady. Background music to brave plans. Friends stayed late. Conversation flowing naturally. Personal and professional life merging smoothly. Research gaining depth through honest perspective. Book project growing from truth shared. Science supporting heart's wisdom consistently. Thunder blessed our gathering. Lightning illuminated possibility. Rain accompanied friends' departure. Nature remaining faithful. Some experiments changed everything. Best results came unexpectedly. Research continued, strengthened by personal truth. Love proved strongest hypothesis. Science confirmed heart's wisdom. Writing would share our story. Truth supporting others' journeys. Our research gained unexpected attention. National media discovered our story. NPR wants an interview, Holly announced one morning. About the book. Personal meets professional, I smiled. Perfect research exposure. The interview aired nationally. Honest discussion about love and science. Your story resonates, the host commented. Truth connecting people. Messages flooded in. Others sharing similar experiences. Thompson heard the interview, my department head warned. He seems concerned. Truth concerns those hiding, I replied. Research supports honesty. Rain started outside, nature providing familiar accompaniment. Holly's mother called next, her voice warmer than Nebraska winter. We watched your interview, she said. Finally understanding. Research reveals truth, Holly replied. Personal and professional. Lightning flashed celebration. Storm joining family acceptance. Your father wants to visit, her mother continued. See your life. Complete family shift, Holly told me later. Science proves change possible. Thunder approved. Nature remaining our faithful supporter. The university press office called. National attention bringing opportunities. Your research breaks boundaries, they noted. Important social impact. Truth transcends categories, I replied. Love proves hypothesis. Rain fell steadily. Weather matching moment's significance. Holly's father arrived unexpectedly, carrying acceptance and apology. Your work matters, he admitted. Beyond research scope. Lightning illuminated reunion. Storm blessing reconciliation. The book helps others, Holly explained. Shows possibility. Like it helped us understand. Her father nodded. Truth reveals slowly. Thunder emphasized wisdom. Nature celebrating progress. Department atmosphere shifted. Colleagues openly supporting our work. Thompson stands alone, Mark noted. Against overwhelming evidence. Science supports truth, I quoted. Personal or professional. Rain blessed changing perspectives, weather remaining significant. The book manuscript neared completion. Our story touching others. Publishers expressing interest, Holly announced. Multiple offers. Lightning flashed opportunity. Storm highlighting success. Your research changes lives, her father acknowledged. Including ours. Love changes everything, Holly corrected. Research simply proves it. Thunder rolled agreement. Nature participating fully. University support grew stronger. National attention bringing respect. Thompson submitted resignation, department head revealed. Effective immediately. Truth prevails, Holly smiled. Scientific fact. Rain continued steady, background music to victory. Our relationships strengthened research. Research validated relationship. Family dinner next week, her mother suggested. Celebrating together. Complete acceptance, Holly marveled. Science supporting love. Lightning illuminated possibility. Storm blessing future. The book launches soon, I reminded. Ready for more attention? Truth deserves sharing, Holly replied. Others need hope. Thunder emphasized importance. Nature remaining supportive. Department politics faded. National recognition trumping local prejudice. Research expanding naturally, my department head noted. Important contribution. Personal truth enhancing professional insight, I agreed. Rain blessed progress. Weather maintaining significance. Holly's parents planned extended visit. Family bonds strengthening. Complete transformation, Holly observed. Love proving stronger. Lightning celebrated change. Storm marking moments. Our story touched others. Research reaching beyond academia. Truth resonates universally, Holly said. Science confirms connection. Thunder approved wisdom. Nature participating consistently. Research continued expanding. Personal experience deepening understanding. Love proved strongest data. Science supported heart's wisdom. Rain accompanied transformation. Storms passed, but truth remained. Family acceptance completed circle. Professional success following honesty. Some experiments changed everything. Best results came from courage. Research gained depth through love. Love strengthened through understanding. Truth prevailed naturally. Science supporting heart's decisions. Life comes full circle unexpectedly. The writing class where everything began invited us back. Guest speakers, Holly grinned. Sharing our research journey. Complete story, I nodded. Personal and professional combined. The classroom remained unchanged, coffee scent and creative energy lingering. Remember our first manuscript exchange? Holly whispered. Everything changed. Students filled seats eagerly. Our story had preceded us. Research often surprises, I began. Like love. Rain started softly outside, nature providing familiar accompaniment. Holly shared our beginning, how academic interviews led to unexpected connection. Science supported truth, she explained. Research revealed reality. Lightning flashed memory. Storm joining our presentation. Students asked thoughtful questions, understanding deeper implications. Your research changed perspective, one noted, beyond academic scope. Truth changes everything, I replied, when honestly embraced. Thunder emphasized wisdom, nature participating fully. The writing professor smiled knowingly, remembering our early interactions. Sometimes critique reveals more, he commented, than intended analysis. Complete understanding, Holly agreed. Personal meeting professional. Rain increased intensity, weather marking significant moments. I watched Holly speaking passionately, beauty enhanced by authentic truth. Research continues expanding, she explained. Love deepening insight. Lightning illuminated her presence, storm blessing important moments. My heart filled unexpectedly, scientific mind recording perfect timing. Questions shape discovery, Holly continued. Like love shapes understanding. Thunder rolled approval. Nature remaining our faithful ally. The final student question touched deeply. What matters most? Truth, Holly answered. Personal and professional combined. Rain blessed honest response. Weather maintaining significance. I moved closer to podium. Personal certainty guiding professional action. Speaking of truth, I said softly. One question remains. Lightning flashed anticipation. Storm sensing importance. Holly turned questioning eyes. Students leaned forward curiously. Research proves hypothesis, I continued. Love confirms theory. Thunder emphasized words, nature participating dramatically. Kneeling surprised everyone, including Holly. Some experiments require courage, I quoted her. Like this one. Rain fell steadily. Background music to brave moments. Holly Richardson. My voice steady. Marry me? Lightning illuminated her surprise. Storms celebrating proposal. Students gasped collectively. Professor smiled knowingly. Research supports this decision, I added. Data conclusive. Thunder rolled laughter. Nature enjoying dramatic timing. Tears mixed with Holly's smile. Scientific proof required? Hypothesis thoroughly tested, I replied. Results consistently positive. Rain blessed our moment. Weather remaining significant. Yes, Holly whispered. Then louder. Absolutely yes. Lightning celebrated acceptance. Storm marking perfect timing. Applause erupted spontaneously. Classroom witnessing love's victory. Complete circle, Holly said softly. Where everything began. Thunder approved completion. Nature remaining supportive. Our story continued expanding. Research gaining deeper meaning. Love proved strongest hypothesis. Science confirmed heart's wisdom. Rain accompanied celebration. Storms passed, but truth remained. Some experiments changed everything. Best results came unexpectedly. Research gained depth through love. Love strengthened through understanding. Truth prevailed naturally. Science supporting heart's decisions. Writing class witness beginning. Now witness new chapter starting. Perfect timing proved scientifically. Love confirmed through research. Data supported happiness. Results exceeded all expectations. Complete story continued unfolding. Personal and professional aligned perfectly.